enough on my plate. So when my dad called to tell me he had diabetes, I was like, oh Lord, not another thing. So I was like, well, something's got to give, and I need to lose weight because I'm not going to get the diabetes either. So Sarah, out there at the table, she was like, girl, I know you're always so tired. You know, I have something that can help. I'm like, there's nothing that can help. I am just too tired to do anything. 3 months later, she's like, I have something that can help you. And I'm like, there is nothing in this world that can help me. I'm too tired. And she's like, just do it for 60 days, and then you can get your money back. I was like, there's nothing out there that will give me my money back, whatever. So I said, if I do it, will you be quiet? You don't have to tell me about this anymore. Because she's that lady that tells you all the time. So I was like, all right, I'll just go ahead and take these products so that she can leave me alone. And then 15 days later, I decided I was going to sell the products because I had so much energy. And I have 2 kids, and they drained me. And at one time, I was watching 5 kids. So I had no energy. So when I started taking it within the 2 weeks, I had so much energy I could chase all 5 kids and pick them up from 3 different schools at 3 different times. And so it was a lot of work. So fast forward to now, I'm 20 pounds lighter. I have more energy than I can stand. Sometimes I have to get up and actually run because I can. I've never ran. Even when I was in cheerleading, I did not run. Just yesterday morning, I ran 12 minutes. So I'm like, I run. My husband's like, oh my God, you're running. I'm like, I gotta get this energy out. You know, I never had it before. So I didn't know what to do with it, and now it feels great. And when my kids run off down the street, I'm like right there with them, punch them so the car don't hit. You know, so it's really changed. You're going to see your Plexus people always posting, and there's a reason for that, because it just feels so good to be able to get up in the morning and not have to push the snooze button 8 times before you push it and turn it off and reset it. Your kids aren't going to be late to school because you're going to wake them up and be like, we're ready. I give my kids my Plexus because I want them to feel as good as I do, and it's safe for all of them. So they take Slim and probiotic, and I put their probiotic in their juice. And I have started to do the same for my husband. Just a big kid. He was telling me he wasn't going to take them, and he didn't need to lose weight, and now he's taking them and actually drinks it on his own without me having to like head it in the juice. I'm that wife that will do that to their husband. So that's my short on why I started Plexus. And now we have Miss Becca. She's helping me run this today. So
we're tag teaming. Hi, I'm Rebecca Saunders.
The picture.
Oh, we're recording.
There I am.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Okay, so a lot like Trinda said, based on symptoms, it was my sponsor who noticed something I had posted on Facebook about always being tired. I probably posted a whole lot of other things too. But it was the following up with me, and you know, there's something that is there for you that can help you. And I finally did decide to take that leap. But a little more on my backstory. Since I was pregnant with my now 10-year-old, I had really, really bad gestational diabetes, and then my now 8-year-old was actually born with hypoglycemia because my diabetes was so bad. I never really recovered from those pregnancies. I'm sure many of you who have kids can relate with the chronic fatigue that just drains you. Well, after having my kids, it didn't go away and it got worse. I still had my diabetes, and for the past decade, and I swear I'm going to cry talking about this right now, for the past decade, I feel like my whole life has been robbed because I couldn't wake up and I couldn't be there for my family. And I was always in pain. I likened it to having the flu that you have where your joints ache and your muscles ache. That was me every day. My husband would have to push me to get out of bed to wake up in the morning. I would wake up, take the kids to school, come back, get on the couch, set the alarm so that I could wake up to get them in the afternoon. And I would just be sunken into the couch, sunken in so deep. I just couldn't wake up. And in the evening time, obviously at nighttime, at bedtime, I couldn't sleep consistently. I was always awake, tossing, turning, using the restroom. And the pain was so unbearable that I had to have a surgery. I had to have I had to have a surgery hoping that just my menstrual pain would lessen, because every time my hormones would flare up, the pain for about 2 full weeks was insane. Back pain, cramping pain, and I had, like I said, zero energy, zero life. I feel like my kids existed while I slept on the couch. And it was not a very good existence. And so enter Plexus 2 weeks in, and I was not napping. And I didn't realize it until my awesome sponsor, who followed up with me to check in on me. Hey, how are the products working for you? I thought, I don't think they're working. I don't feel anything. And I was like, yeah, I'll get my money back. until I sat and examined all of the symptoms. I was sleeping. I was waking up early on my own, helping my kids to get ready for school, making lunches, stuff that I actually did not realize I was doing until examining what I was not feeling anymore. And after that 2 weeks, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not even craving sweets, junk foodaholic, loves sugars, not even really desiring them at all. And I found myself, when my sponsor had followed up with me, I had been 2 days off of coffee, and that was unheard of, on my own, no reason, because I would drink cups and cups of coffee a day just to have any kind of awakeness. And after my month ran out, I started noticing the symptoms coming back. I said, that's it, I'm done doing this, and I'm signing up, because there are so many people like me, and this product could actually help people. And so I want to really quickly read to you something that my husband posted on Facebook just yesterday that just blessed my heart. He said, so last night at the dinner table, Becca and her 3 daughters were talking about this year's Christmas plans. We have an early morning tradition every year, breakfast at IHOP with Grandpa Joe. Another tradition has been mom asleep until Poke and pull her out of bed. This was due to Beck's chronic fatigue. What made last night's conversation so cool was when we talked about getting up early in years past, bringing up mom's sleepiness, the girls almost simultaneously said, not this year, recognizing her renewed energy. Praise God for answered prayers and this awesome King Creek. So chronic fatigue, chronic pain gone, and my life is forever changed. Thank you.
All right. Anybody feel like that? All right, so now we're going to move on to Miss Stephanie. She's going to explain her testimony, and then we're going to go over some of what Plexus is.
The slide, Trinda. There we go.
Okay. Hi, everybody on the computer. So we've got a group of people that are live streaming here and we're recording. So I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. And if we can just give a hand to Randy and Becca, because they set all of this. Thank you, ladies. My name's Stephanie Murray, for those of you that don't know me, which is probably almost like half the room, which is really exciting. Usually talk to everyone that's heard me speak a bunch. But I'm Stephanie Murray. I'm a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus. I'm on the verge of Emerald. So it should happen this month. I'm very, very nervous and very excited. So these are just some of my pictures. I'm going to share with you my what if testimony. So it's in a format, basically you just kind of put yourself in my shoes, and I just go through my whole testimony. So we'll do this, and then I'm going to be kind of your guide for the evening. We'll go through our compensation plan. I'm going to turn it over to Jennifer, and she's going to talk about the products, and then we'll finish it up. So we'll try to be mindful of your time as well. And immediately following this, we have Heather. Heather, can you stand up? Heather Pitch, she's an author, she's amazing. She's here to do an ambassador training for us right afterwards. So if you guys are thinking about joining the company as an ambassador, and you do so tonight, you feel free to stay. We're going to start just about 10 minutes after we end this meeting. We're going to really quickly transition into Heather, and she's going to do a special training for us. So feel free to stay for that if you guys are thinking about joining us on our team. So
I'll share my story. I've been in the direct sales industry for 11.5 years. I've grown a $1.2 million team, so I have a lot of experience in that. My book is about that, so I'll give you some tips and hints on that.
there's a reason she's here. Okay, so, and I read my what if from my phone, because if I look at you all, I will freak out. All right, What if a year ago your husband transitioned out of his job to go to school and you had to leave your young children to daycare in order to work? What if you worked such long hours that even if you were home when your kids were awake, you couldn't muster the strength to play with them or give them a bath or even stay awake yourself? What if your husband was dealing with increasingly intense post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury symptoms? What if his migraines, fatigue, insomnia, anxiety, and depression meant you were always walking on eggshells around him and wishing things were different? What if you saw a friend posting on Facebook about a pink drink that could help you lose some weight, and you tried it and it worked for you? What if you weren't expecting it, but your sugar cravings were gone? You actually had enough energy to play with your kids? What if your husband saw you losing this weight and wanted to try it too? And what if this simple little pink drink completely changed your life? What if all of your husband's PTSD and traumatic brain injury symptoms were improved? What if you got off 14 medications and you actually recognized your husband again after you'd given up hope of ever seeing the man you married? What if sharing honestly and openly about your journey of Plexus led to countless others trying it and having their lives changed too? What if Plexus paid you for that? What if over 500 people decided to join your team, mind-blowing, and begin their journey to health and financial freedom with you? What if in 2 months of sharing with your friends, you match your full-time income and in 3 months you exceed it? What if for the first time ever, you see how it's actually possible to get out of credit card debt, pay off your student loans, and even afford to go on a vacation or two? What if your financial manager even tells you you can now afford to fund a life insurance policy that will pay out in the millions at retirement? What if you and your family are so blessed in your health and finances that you will never stop sharing what a life-changing opportunity Plexus did? What if Plexus could change your life too? That's my story. You can go ahead and go to the next slide, Trinda. So how many guests do we have? Can you raise your hand? Awesome. That's probably about half the room. Excited. So Plexus, if you all walk away with nothing else from this meeting, the whole reason we do these meetings are for you to walk away with belief in this company, belief in Plexus, that our products work, they do what they say they're going to do, and that this compensation plan works, that you build belief that this is something that is possible for you. Plexus is a health and wellness company, and there is no better place or time for these products right now. It is absolutely the right place and the right time. Obesity is on the rise, diabetes is on the rise. I keep hearing things on the radio even. I heard some statistics about the numbers. I wish I could quote you the numbers right now, but they're insane. Like in the next 6 years, diabetes is going to be double in our population what it is right now. Just incredible, scary statistics. And so these products are just life-changing, and if you walk away with nothing else, I want you to walk away with belief that these products do what they say they're going to do. So you can go to the next slide, Trinda. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is, oh, Trinda's not doing it? Randy's.
That's why we're giggling.
Thank you, Randy. So first thing I want to talk to you guys about tonight is the compensation plan, the business side of Plexus. So we have, how many of you have ever done any other network marketing or direct sales, Tupperware, all that stuff? Okay, awesome. So I've done quite a few myself, and well, let me start by saying I joined this company just to get the products at a wholesale discount, because you can do that. You can just do $34.95 and just buy your own products, just like a Costco membership. That's what I did, and I told my sponsor Erica that I wasn't going to tell anybody about this. Yeah. So after a week of taking the product, I lost 7 pounds. I'm super excited. It doesn't always happen that quickly, but I started sharing, and it's blown up to how it is. So I don't know, maybe after a month or so, after I already had, it took off. People were buying stuff from me. I was going to get a paycheck. I just didn't know how. And so I realized there was actually this compensation plan, and took a look at it, and it was really incredible, completely different than any other compensation plan I've ever looked at before. And tonight, we actually have 11 different ways that we get paid, which I think you should have had a outline. We're not going to go over all 11 of these. It's a little overwhelming, and it's a lot of information right up front. So we're just going to talk about the top 3 ways that we get paid, kind of the most exciting ways that we get paid, but just know there's 11, and it all adds up really, really quick. So you can go to the next slide. That's your overview. Again, we're not going to go through all of these. You can go to the next one. Okay, Plexus Pay Points is the very first thing I want to talk about. So Plexus Pay Points are essentially profit share, which is really, really cool because in a lot of other companies, you can take part in profit share when you get to a certain level. With Plexus, profit share is available from day one. The first day that you can start accumulating these Plexus points, and you get paid based on how we do as a whole, the whole company. So we've got over 300,000 ambassadors within Plexus right now. So based on how much they sell and their efforts, we get paid more and more on these pay points, which is really, really cool. Essentially, you get paid, you accumulate these pay points as you start growing a team. So if you sponsor somebody, they sponsor somebody, and so on and so forth. You earn points based on what level they are, and they all accumulate. You'll see the power of these in just a few minutes. So power of 3 is what we talk about when we're talking about pay points. So on your first level, so if I sponsor Reve is my level 1. So she is worth 5 points to me. When we do that, when we have 3 people that we personally sponsor, we go silver in the company. And if you look on your little sheet at the top, it says silver ambassador, and follow that line across. And there's a one-time achievement bonus of $100. So sweet, you earned $100. You have these 3 people that are each worth 5 points. Each of these points have a dollar value that can increase based on how much we sell. So this month, for the month of November, our pay points were, well, they're guaranteed to never fall below $1.80 per point, but they average about $3, and our points were just over $3 in November. So if you've got 5, 10, 15 points times $3 is 45. I'm not a math teacher. I was supposed to be a teacher, but not a teacher. And then, so the cool thing when we talk about the power of 3 is this can just duplicate. If you've been in network marketing, everybody talks about duplication. That's exactly it. It's the power of multiplication. Essentially, you teach this person to go silver. They get their 3 people. They're also worth 5 points each to you. Same on your whole level 2. Teach these people to do the same. They each go silver. They each have 3.3 underneath them. And now you've got all these points. I can't even count them. We can go to the next slide and I'll tell you. Oh, you're good. Okay, nothing important. You can move your head back. It's okay. You're fine. I just want to make sure I wasn't going to miss any numbers. Okay, so this is exactly what you just saw. So it just multiplied down perfectly in a perfect world. And this is if you only stuck with 3. Hi, Johnny. If you only had 3 ambassadors on your first level and did the same, taught and trained them to get 3 and so on and so forth, all the way down because we get paid 7 levels deep. You would end up with 4,893 points. That means you'd be diamond, because if you look on here, diamond is 4,500 points. And remember, each of those points is worth, on average, $3. So if you have 4,893 points times $3, you would be at $14,679 for the month, just on pay points. That's one of 11 ways that we get paid. Big number. And again, that's only on pay points. And I know and hug and love and talk to people on a daily basis that make this money in Plexus. It's pretty awesome. And it tells you down here if you did that with 4. Because again, you're not limited to 3 people on your first level. I've got about 63 people on my first level. And you can have as many as you want. And it's better. The more, the better. If you did that with 4 all the way down, your pay points would be at $29,000, and that'd be $87,000 per month just in pay points. And again, we know people that are doing this. Yeah, it's legal, right? It's legal. And again, with 5, it's just mind blowing. That's like 2 of my houses. That is, there are. Amazing. A month. Yep, that's a month. Not every year. Every single month. Just on pay points. Just on pay points. Right? Yeah. There's 11 different ways. That's just one of it. And this is why we talk about it first, because it's super exciting. Okay, go ahead and go to the next slide. Next way that we get paid is a personal volume and retail profit. So essentially this is just like any other business. If you own a grocery store, you would buy your broccoli at the wholesale price from the farmer and you sell it at retail price and you make the difference, right? Cool thing about Plexus is it can all be done online. It doesn't have to be if you don't want to, but I don't want to personally stock a bunch of product because I did that before and got screwed and I have a closet full of stuff at home that I can't sell from other businesses. I don't have to do that with Plexus. So I can just tell somebody my website. They go to my website, they order their product. Plexus handles all of it. They ship it to them, they take their payment, they handle returns. We have a 60-day money-back guarantee that they handle also. And then they calculate your personal volume, whatever you make from that sale. We get paid on all of our 11 ways except for one. We get paid on the 15th of each month for the entire month's work. And then we'll talk about business building bonuses. I think we get paid every single Friday for people that are joining our team. So that's, and you make 15%. You can go back real quick.
Did I go too fast?
Yeah, it's okay. I was all ready to move on. 15% for anything from $100 to $499. You make 15% back on that. And anything over 500, you get 25% on all of it. So this is why I said, remember, I just signed up for the discount because you already get your products at wholesale. And if you're going to be ordering over $100 product anyway, as soon as you go over 100, you get 15% back. So you're already going to get your product at a discount, and then you can start earning money back, even if it's just you ordering. So,
I'm ready.
okay, now we're ready. The third way that we want to talk about is business building bonuses. So that is the box number 4 on your little sheet. And so this is just when people start joining your team. So again, if I sponsor Reve, when you join Plexus, you have the opportunity to purchase a welcome pack. There are $99 welcome packs and $199 welcome packs. And those are the best deal that you're ever going to get because it's actually below wholesale based on how much stuff you get in the pack. When Reve purchases a welcome pack, if she purchases a $99 or $200 welcome pack, on the following Friday, I'll get a check. I get a direct deposit for $50 from Reve. The cool thing about that is whoever is above me also gets a check on Friday, and above her, and above her. It breaks down percentage-wise. I'm not sure if it tells you on here. But so basically, tomorrow Friday? Tomorrow, I'll be getting, who's getting a business building bonus check? Woohoo! Tomorrow, we all get paid based on all the people that joined our team last week. And last week, oh man, it includes our Thanksgiving specials.
Oh,
That's a lot. There's like 30 Yeah, seriously. These business building bonuses, they add up. So, and it goes down, you get paid 4 levels deep for these bonuses. So there, I can tell you the check that I'm getting tomorrow, I probably know, let's see, I think I signed 2 or 3 people. So I know like 3 of the people that I'm getting paid for, but the rest of them, the other like 50 that I think I'm getting paid for, I didn't know last week. And I get paid on Friday. Hello. That's nice. Okay. Go to the next slide. All right, Plexus perks. Move your head again, real quick. You're good. You're good. You can go back. I just want to make sure we weren't missing anybody. Okay. So on top of all these 11 ways, which is really, really exciting, actually one of them is included. Our number, no, it's not included. Okay, it is a Plexus perk. So remember I told you I'm senior Ruby. I'm about to go Emerald, right? This month. I should go out. This month.
You will.
Positive thought. Yeah.
Which one are you getting?
I don't know. I've always been, so. When you go Emerald, there are a few extra awesome perks that you get. One of them is the Plexus program. You get the opportunity to take part in the Plexus program. And so when you go Emerald, you can choose from any of these white ones up here. I really think I'm going to go with the SUV. I've got that room in the back. Yeah, I've got the kids. But I'm thinking maybe I won't let the kids in the car, so I might get a sitting. I can terrorize everything. Anyway, so when you go Emerald, you can choose your Plexus. Plexus pays you each month a stipend, $500 to pay for your car payment. If you work out a car payment less than that, which a lot of Emeralds do, you just pocket the rest of it. You can use it for gas or insurance or whatever. When you rank advanced to Diamond, you get to upgrade to one of the bigger ones, and they just added a fourth option, a big fancy 8% black Lexus. Also, when you go Emerald, you get to go to Hawaii. You go to Maui every September. All expenses paid, first class, like first class on the plane, which I've never done before. I hear it's nice. First class on the plane, you're staying at the Fairmont with an ocean view. Everybody gets an ocean view in Maui, like insane. You pick your Maui gyms for free. They do all kinds of stuff, just spoil the crap out of you. Melissa, who is our Sapphire upline, she's totally amazing. She's in Texas. She went to Maui this September, and she was telling me when we were at Leaders Retreat in October, which we'll talk about, she could have done that trip for her and her husband for less than $100 out of pocket. I mean, they paid for the car, your rental car, every single drink, every single meal. It's insane. So I'm super excited. And there are people in this room that will be there too. Yes. Again, so what else have we got? Leaders Retreat, that was in October. They do this every October. You earn Leaders Retreat just for doing what you're doing, building your business, adding people, adding customers. Again, this is, you could, for Leaders Retreat and Convention, they do a points contest for just working your business. And I was able to earn both of these. Convention I earned from, I started Plexus at the end of January. Technically February is when I really started my business. And this was in May. May? In the end of May. So from February to May, I earned my trip completely free. They paid for my ticket. They paid for my ticket to convention. They paid for my airplane ticket. The only thing I paid for was hotel. We got winner's dinner. That was us. There's my mom. There's Sarah. Who else is in this room? Janelle. Not in here, but you all know Janelle. Some of you do. What else? Upgraded swag bag. It was awesome. And Leaders Retreat, I earned it the same way. And we have other people in here that got to go too. Sarah went. My mom went. Anybody else? No? Okay. That was in Orlando. Again, completely paid for my ticket. The stay at this place was insane. Like I looked at ticket or at hotel prices, I could not have stayed there. They paid for a massage, sent some people to Disney World. I earned a $2,000 big fat check, which is excited about the check more than the number. I have it in my living room because I don't know what to do with it, but I just wanted it. I have a giant check. I mean, I've never won a giant check before. You could just make one. I know, you will. And so this is Melissa. That's who I was talking about in Texas. She earned, this was the top prize, was a $5,000 shopping spree to Bloomingdale's. So basically, they spoil the crap out of us as ambassadors, and it's really, really awesome. Oh, who got their? This was October. Who got their iPad? Hey! Yeah! Okay, they're on their way. They're on their way. And this was from October, so they just sweeten the deal. Every month, they always do stuff. This is the most, let me get my thoughts straight. I've worked since I was 13. I've never worked for a company that gave me anything other than a paycheck, honestly. Not even a Christmas bonus. And these people spoil the crap out of us. So October, you could earn a bag, which yay! Or an iPad. Or an iPad. You earn the bag, you earn the iPad too. No, it's just for doing the same thing, adding customers, adding ambassadors, and they make it totally attainable. So, my husband's up here not just because he's cute, but because the final really, really cool thing. Again, if you've ever been in any other network marketing company, most of the time they only allow one distributorship per household. With Plexus, they allow you to essentially double dip with your spouse. So when you reach the gold ambassador, which is on here, you need 100 points to go gold. That means you get at least $300 in Plexus Pay points plus $250 in your achievement bonus. That's like $550 plus all the other ways. Well, you can sponsor your spouse, which Jen just did because she just went gold. You can sponsor your spouse under your business. So that's what I've done, and Jen has done. And so now, and Sarah, now when I sponsor somebody at my level 1, instead of putting them under myself, I put them under my husband. So those business building bonuses on Friday. So tomorrow I get a big check. Tomorrow he gets a big check too, because we get to double dip. We put them under that person. We get 2 payments. We get paid twice on the Plexus points, all that stuff. It's all doubled. So he is like about halfway to gold right now. So then eventually we'll be a golden ambassador or golden emerald ambassador household. It's really, really cool. Yeah, that's you ready. I think that's that. Oh, we're gonna do a raffle. Woo! That's what I was gonna say, and then I can't. Yeah, as we're grabbing the raffle things, not only can you double dip with your spouse, but when you reach diamond on there, it says 4,500 points, and then there's a little line underneath. When you reach 6,000 points in your organization, you have the opportunity to re-enter again underneath yourself. So you do the same thing like with the spouse, but you clone yourself essentially and do the same thing. You get to, our upline Celeste has done this, and she is now an emerald diamond, or diamond emerald. Yeah. So she gets a bigger license.
Raffle time?
Yep.
Do you want to pick it?
Someone else can pick it. The baby.
You want to pick?
Somebody's trying to know if the baby was
Someone who's not me.
Baby house.
Okay, where's Yvette?
Yvette. You're doing another one? Okay. Pull another one. All right. Here. Do it.
Girl.
Howard.
Howard!
testimony with you guys.
Look at that.
Jury.
So, hi everybody, I'm Trina Birch and I'm an ambassador with Plexus. And I didn't feel nervous till right this second. Anyways, I'll push through it. I basically started Plexus. A friend was having a little tasting party for the pink drink and I wanted to lose weight. I know, she was the one who did all the talking. And I was just tired of being exhausted all the time and just forgetful because I wasn't sleeping well, and it was a mess, and I was a mess, and I was a little boring. Okay, but anyways. Yeah, so I got started for that, but then I found out that it was way more than weight loss. I now just know that, yep, I'm still losing weight and losing inches, and that's cool, but I don't even think about it really. And I used to live for food. I would like plan out my meal while I'm eating. Anybody have that problem? Because I love food. And now I go around going, I don't really know what I'm in the mood for. I don't really want anything. It's kind of weird. Whole new territory. Yeah. But besides the weight loss, I could go on forever about all the amazing things that I've experienced, but I really wanted to tell you about my food allergies. When I was a teen, that's when it started, and it was like, year after year, it was another thing I couldn't eat, another fruit, another vegetable. It ended up getting to the point where I could only have them cooked. It was like just cooked fruits and vegetables, which bites. And then I started losing those too. And I couldn't tolerate milk, so I had to go to almond milk. And then I was having trouble with nuts, like I couldn't eat peanuts. I couldn't have almonds anymore, so I had to go to rice milk, and if you've ever tried that, it's just not the same. I was like, I want chocolate milk. But there you go. I started hearing about some testimonies about food allergies and how if you Google leaky gut, there is research out there showing there's some ties between leaky gut and your immune system. And that's your gut, 78% of that. So I decided to try the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse with Plexus, and thank goodness I did, because about 2 months in, I ended up trying my first strawberry, because I forgot to say it, but 3 years ago, I lost all ability to eat all fruits and vegetables. And I just, I don't know if you could ever imagine that. I mean, some people might have that fruit and veggie allergy, but when your staples are what you should have in moderation, it's terrible. I could have bread, meat, cheese, and pasta. It was, yeah. And so, of course, I was having trouble losing weight because this is all I could eat, and it's just making my blood sugars go crazy and doing all these terrible things. So I tried the strawberry 2 months in, and I ate it, and I didn't have any reaction. And I would get the beginning of anaphylaxis, but it wouldn't be like the EpiPen version, where it's full on. But it was very uncomfortable, and it hurt a lot. And so I did that, and then that weekend I had some green beans. And I'm like, what? These? The kids thought I was crazy because they hate eating the vegetables. I'm like, I'm eating them, it's good, But yeah, I'm eating all cooked vegetables across the board, like anytime I can get them, it's great. Loving that, and I had pineapple again for the first time in so long. Wow, pineapple, it's the best ever. And I'm actually eating peanuts again. I can have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Yay, I had a really bad thing the other day. It was a deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Best thing ever, but in moderation. And that was really cool to experience. And so the fact that I've got that going on and my allergies are being reversed and all that is just amazing. I would literally cry some days because I thought, what am I going to do? I mean, am I going to even live to see an older age? Because you can't eat what you're supposed to be able to live. It's just insane. And everyone asks me that, and I'm like, I don't know. So I've, besides the food allergies, I'm off of my antidepressants. And that's something else I wanted to share with you guys. My mom died in 2008, and I was just all over the place. And I went on the meds, and I thought that was it. I'd never be able to again. Probably about a year and a half ago, I didn't try to go off of them. I just couldn't afford to get my meds because I had no insurance, and it was a mess. I cried. I'd lay on the couch. I couldn't do anything. My husband was like, what are we going to do? So we just fought, got insurance, and got me back on them. And I then just forgot to take them for a while because I was on Plexus. I was feeling amazing taking what we would see the triplex combo now. And I was like, whoa, I I didn't take my meds. I'm getting those Zaps when you're like detoxing from them. And that's how I realized I hadn't taken them in a while. And you should never go cold turkey. But I did. And I haven't looked back. And it's been amazing. So food allergies and no more antidepressants. All I'll say tonight is if you know anybody who's having any issues or you might be having something and you're wondering, it's changed my life. And if that's the case, what could it do for you? Thank you.
So Trina hit it right on that. I mean, like, who do you know that could benefit from this? I mean, everybody knows somebody, and a lot of you. The longer I've done this, and I've doing it less than a year. I did not realize how many people struggle with depression. How many people do you know that you don't know are on antidepressants and would like to get off of them? So just some common questions that we get with, as far as the products are concerned. I'm sorry, not the products, as the business is concerned. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do something before we do our common questions. Because we have some ambassadors in the room tonight, can you please stand because I want you guys to see that this is not just me. Please stand if you've been able to pay a car payment with a single plexus paycheck. Well, you could potentially pay a car payment if you had a car payment. You had a car payment. If you have been able to pay a rent or mortgage payment, wow. All right, I just want you all to see it's not just me standing up here crazy like this lady. Yeah, it's real. Okay, so some common questions that we get about starting Plexus as a business. Is it expensive? I've tried network marketing before and it doesn't work. What if I'm not a salesperson? Go ahead and go through. So is it expensive? No, it's not expensive. It is $34.95 for your entire year. I've started businesses that cost a whole heck of a lot more. I put some extra zeros after that. And like I said before, there's no stock. You don't have to have a closet full of crap that you don't need or can't sell. You just buy whatever you want. Whatever you are planning to use that month, you purchase. You don't have to go to parties. I've done that too. Nobody wants to host a party anymore. I don't want to host a party. I don't want to be at your party. I'm just being honest. Like, everybody's burnt out. Everybody runs the other way when you know that Cincy chick wants you to do a party or jamberries. Man, like, I've got some jamberries. I love jamberries, but I don't want to have a party. Okay. I'm just saying, we don't have to do that with Plexus. This is as much as we do, and I do this because it's just fun and it's encouraging, and this is one big shot. I do this for an hour and I'm done. Like, easy. All right, so next slide. What if I'm not a salesperson? I think that's awesome because we don't want salespeople. People don't want to be sold to. The consumer these days is way, way smarter than they used to be. Everybody knows how to Google. Everyone can find the facts about your product. And I encourage that. Man, I don't want to have to educate you. You go Google it. I'm serious. But people really don't want to be sold to. And so what we do with Plexus is just share our testimonies, just like Trina just got up here and shared hers, just like Randy and Becca, and I just share my story. That's all I did on Facebook. As soon as I started losing weight, I was sharing. Actually, before I was losing weight, I started sharing because I was a little excited. But I wasn't, that was when I still said, like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I just posted a picture of my drink, and I was like, excited to start this journey. And like someone else. But anyway. Yeah, what it really takes in this business is truly having a passion to help other people. And, that's ultimately, that's about it. What else does it take? Educating other people, posting on Facebook, not quitting. Not quitting, that's the biggest thing. Amen. Did you watch my video? All right. What if I've tried network marketing before and it didn't work? Everybody, if you didn't raise your hand when that you've tried it before, you probably have a crazy cousin or uncle, brother that has done it and said it's gambling and sucks or something like that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said the A word, but I mean, everybody, network marketing got a bad rap back in the day because of some sketchy people. It's completely, it's the oldest form of selling, really, and the profession as a whole has taken a whole new turn, and it's really truly, I believe, the business of our future, what we're heading toward in this economy. Network marketing, people to people marketing. And again, it's just the right time for these products. Diabetes is going to be the #1 killer in like 2000, not very long from now. But it is. Trust me, you can Google it. Yeah, it's like gotten closer since the first time I heard the statistic. Everybody's overweight, and like you'll hear more testimonies tonight that are not just weight loss and not just diabetes, but depression, anxiety, all of that, migraines, insomnia. And the reason I started with the business side is because most people in the United States are more worried about how they're going to get to their next paycheck than they're worried about being 30 pounds overweight or that their blood sugar is not under control. I know I was. I mean, obviously I started it for weight loss, but at that time we were struggling. We were not making it to the next paycheck. We were paying bills with credit cards, and a lot of people in this country are in that position and could use an extra $100, $300, $500 a month. Raise your hand if you make $300 with Plexus, period. Yeah, the whole group. Okay. It works. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to introduce Jennifer. Jennifer is a gold ambassador. She's just a gold ambassador. Jen is going to share her story real quick with you, and then she's going to walk you through the products. So again, the whole goal of tonight is to build your belief that these products work.
Hello, blinding.
Yeah.
There you go. Keep your head there. I wrote mine all out, and I am not going to read it. When I first started Plexus, I had met Stephanie, and I liked what I heard. I liked that it was all natural. I live at the gym. I'm very much about all natural products. So things that she was saying was making sense to me with what things that I struggle with. Weight not being a grand thing that I struggle with, but of course I'm older and I'm packing it through the middle, and that's where I wanted to lose it. I'm always saying, oh, I need to lose 10 pounds. Well, farther into Plexus, I'm finding out that it's not the scale, it's the non-scale mixers. And I am shrinking. I am back into my size 2s. I couldn't believe it when I put them on. I ran in the office and told my husband, look, my size 2s are worn for like 2 years. But what started before was I have multiple sclerosis. I'm doing wonderful with it. I'm off my meds, but and that was before Plexus, but I do struggle with fatigue really bad. It'd be very normal for me to come in. My husband works from home too, and I'd walk in the office and go, I gotta go take a nap. And this is really common. Migraines, I had migraines for 3 days every month. Yeah, every month, and literally they would put me in bed, or I would be taking too much medication for it, like more than I'm supposed to be. But I didn't care because, it was taking the edge off. I have no migraines anymore. It was like one day I just told my husband, I don't have any headaches. I will get headaches, but not the ones that I have, not migraines. My fatigue, I'm always full of energy. 2 nights ago, my mom spent 2 nights and I didn't sleep all night. And then we went shopping all day yesterday, and I went till 9 o'clock. I finally said, I'm a zombie. I just got to crash. But and I had another pink drink walking through the mall. I got to have another one because I got to keep going. So anyways, I wasn't going to sell it. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I didn't even tell my husband when I first started doing it. I just started, and then I wasn't craving sugars anymore. And I was the one that had to have a piece of toast with butter and sugar on it every night before bed. I love sugar. So I can pass up sugar now. I can just pass, the dessert fine stuff. The fatigue's gone, the migraines are gone, and I'm getting a check. So it's exciting, I was able to get a car for our 17-year-old son. I make the payments on it just for my Plexus check, and that totally excites me because it's not a burden on my husband to do that. My goal in Plexus is to take care of, he's going to be going to college this next year, and our 25-year-old, we still have his student loan. So that's my goal, is to be able to make the money to be able to pay those off. So anyway, that is, yay. We're going to watch a testimonial from Jeff Welch. This is on, I don't know if you guys know that Plexus was developed for type 2 diabetes, and this is a good testimony on type 1.
Sorry, I'm a blind.
Oh, okay. I'll just fix that.
Originally.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Needles, syringes, just vials of medication with me everywhere I go. High blood sugars for diabetic have long-term effects that are perilous. If you live your life with high blood sugars consistently and high hemoglobin A1C reading, you're gonna have diabetic complications, period, in the story. I developed frozen shoulder, and I could not move my shoulder. I mean, I couldn't even move it up 2 inches without a lot of pain. But I just kind of lived with it for a little while, until I got on the basketball court and couldn't use my left hand anymore. I'm used to using my left hand. We were introduced to Plexus by our oldest daughter, Amber. Started taking the Plexus Slim on a Monday, consistently taking it every day. 3 days later, my blood sugar was normal. And since that time, my blood sugar in the mornings has had a range of anywhere from 60 to 110, which is exactly what a diabetic wants to do. About a month and a half, 2 months ago, I'm on the court, and I made a move to the basket and laid it up left-handed. And I said, "This is the first time I've done anything with my left arm." And I just kind of noticed it. I didn't really, before that, I didn't really notice it, but I was able to stretch it straight up and down, straight out, everywhere. And nothing changed during that time. My diet didn't change. My exercise routine didn't change. Nothing, no other supplements or what have you. Just Plexus Slim. We have nutritionist friends, we have doctor friends, we have chiropractor friends that have looked at the ingredients closely and are sold on it and give a thumbs up, both thumbs up on it. I look ahead now, rather than being on the statistical realm of dying when I'm 60 and not being able to spend any time with my grandchildren, now I can probably live to be 80, 85, just like anybody else. It was such a vital thing to our family. It was such a wonderful thing, and now I have much more to look forward to.
I just want to take this picture. She is so cute. Honey, you want to take a baby? Okay, these are our amazing products. We are going to do a video on the different products and explain them. You guys have a quiz that you picked up when you registered or signed in.
Anybody need a pencil?
And it'll explain the different products as it goes through the slideshow.
We need the pencil. No. All right, anybody over here needs a pencil? Everybody got a pencil?
Plexus Worldwide offers a select group of health products that bring something truly unique and special to our ambassadors and customers. Anchored by the bestseller Plexus Slim, this weight loss drink is the one everyone is talking about. Known as the pink drink, these tasty fruit-flavored crispers mix easily with water. The highlight ingredients include Garcinia cambogia, alpha-lipoic acid, and chlorogenic acid. all in a blend that's responsible for the amazing testimonials that changed lives and countless before and after pictures. Joining Plexus Slim is Accelerator Plus, a daily capsule that joins forces with Slim to enhance the weight loss process with ingredients known to help modulate the reduction of body fat and suppress appetite. Accelerator Plus is effective in a mild way for those who and give you a whole new energy giver. Boost contains Caroluma fimbriata, an edible cactus that has been traditionally used by tribal East Indians for years to suppress hunger and enhance endurance through increased energy. It has now been clinically proven to suppress appetite, reduce body weight, and increase energy intake. Plexus Boost also contains yerba mate, which has been shown to be a stimulant, diuretic, and it may assist with weight management. The high genomine used in Plexus Boost is sourced from tangerine peel and lotus seed extract and has been shown to increase energy. Plexus Boost is sure to live up to its name, helping deliver the weight loss results you want and the energy you need. Plexus Block is the effective way to reduce post-meal blood sugar naturally. Block contains the active ingredient NC2, the only available starch and sugar blocker proven to reduce post-meal blood sugar levels by up to 48%. Plexus Block may help support healthy blood glucose levels, help reduce the glycemic index of foods you have already eaten, and it even helps inhibit starch and table sugar digestion and absorption. How your body deals with dietary sugars and carbs plays a very important role in your weight loss and weight management. Now Plexus Block is here to support your metabolism and control post-meal blood sugar. Plexus X Factor is a new generation of multivitamin. This complex of essential vitamins is mixed with a blend of aloe vera sources that deliver aloe in its ultimate form. When aloe and vitamins are together, the aloe increases the absorption of the vitamins, so you actually get the benefits where they count. It's like a turbocharged vitamin. This multivitamin contains New Zealand black currant, one of the highest potency antioxidants on earth, and it also gives the amplified effect of the aloe. Plexus X Factor can be the new secret weapon for taking your health to a new level. Plexus X Factor family chewables contain the same multivitamin complex and New Zealand black currant antioxidants as Plexus X Factor. These chewable tablets are fruit flavored and deliver a very potent antioxidant compound, a unique benefit in a chewable type vitamin. ProBio 5 is a clear signal that Plexus Worldwide is serious about addressing your health from a wide variety of directions. Many influences in our daily lives compromise the health of our intestinal flora, home to the biggest part of our immune system. We take antibiotics, breathe pollution, and eat highly processed foods, which weaken the flora in our intestinal tract. ProBio 5 is formulated with a rich blend of probiotics and enzymes to recharge your system with friendly disease fighters and immunity builders. BioCleanse is a gentle but effective bowel cleanse for daily use. Good regularity seems to have an important role in weight loss and overall quality of health. BioCleanse isn't harsh or irritating. Its oxygenating action helps its ingredients work comfortably and effectively. Fast Relief Capsules are nature's approach to inflammation. The formula gives your body the tools to quiet the flare-ups we often have with soreness and aches and pains. It contains Everol, which is the extract of New Zealand greenlip mussel. This substance has a long history of reducing inflammation among the indigenous Maori tribes of New Zealand, and now you can enjoy the help provided by this natural ingredient. Fast Relief Cream is an all-natural proprietary blend of ingredients for fast and temporary topical relief. It's easy to use, absorbs quickly, and it's non-greasy. It has a pleasant scent. Fast Relief Cream also contains Everol from the New Zealand greenlip mussel. Fast Relief Nerve Support is a dietary supplement in capsule form that is targeted to provide the body with a nutrient blend intended to support nerve health and function. Many people have discomfort caused by nerve issues, and if certain nutritional factors are absent, they may benefit from fast relief nerve support, which delivers what nerves rely on for strength and healthy function. Plexus 96 is a protein-rich snack drink mix that is enhanced with vitamins and minerals and an ideal amino acid profile. This is the fast and easy way to get a healthy snack in your weight loss journey that helps you reach your goals rather than holding you back. Plexus 96 comes in both delicious chocolate and vanilla flavors. Plexus Body Cream is a unique skin revitalizer that is filled with rich ingredients. Your skin will benefit from aloe, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, evening primrose oil, lavender oil, and rose oil. Plexus Body Cream also contains spirulina algae and activated charcoal, and it's ideal for use by both men and women. The Plexus Breast Check Kit is a patented and uniquely constructed material that allows home breast self-exams to be done with much greater effectiveness. It creates a sensory touch magnification that helps increase hand sensitivity.
All right, you all got the answers, right? All of them? Ambassadors are not allowed to answer. Okay, we're gonna do a raffle with the answers, but I need somebody. Are you, well, you're oh, okay, that's right. I just need to ask the question. All right. Number one, this product will help you lose weight by burning fat, not muscle. It will also keep blood sugar, cholesterol, and lipids at healthy levels. It will increase your willpower over food and reduces binge eating. This product is known as the pink drink. What is it? Okay, I need a raffle prize. Do a raffle. They got it right, so we're gonna
Who's got it?
well, no, we're gonna raffle.
Oh, okay.
So you have to answer it right for me.
See, I wasn't in the planning for the meeting. I'm learning as I go.
We're just beautiful. Jessica D. Woohoo! Did you get that one right? Okay.
Oh, are you? Okay. I'm like,
Which two products are companion products to Plexus Slim that assist in healthy weight loss products? I have not updated this, so you actually have 3 options now. So, just shout them out. Louder. Yeah, it used to be just accelerator and boost, but now you also include block. A block is actually can be a standalone product. It's the only one that everything was created to work synergistically together as a whole system. But block you can actually take by itself and see some results. All right, Kelly F. Kelly! What is New Zealand blackcurrant extract? Right, it's in X Factor and it's a supercharged antioxidant. Paul. I was gonna say Paul L.
Paul,
the L
in the
was
middle.
large.
Okay.
Oh, and it's green. Which product is formulated with a rich blend of probiotics and enzymes to recharge your system with disease fighters and immunity builders? Probiotic. Becky.
Yeah,
I don't know, just Becky.
Who wrote just Becky?
Who wrote just Becky?
I probably did. Let me see.
I guess. It's her.
Becky,
Becky, right here.
Okay.
Yay! Becky.
No, she put my H on mine.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
I could claim it.
Which two products would you recommend for someone who lives in chronic pain? Cream and capsules. Yeah. Oh, look, Becky H. We still have one more. Okay. What product is a unique skin revitalizer? Oh my goodness, Rebecca Hearn. Rebecca Hearn.
Okay.
Also Becky. I know. Awesome. How many more raffles do you have? I won't do it right now. It's fine now. Okay, cool. And more products? No, I know. Okay, these are done. So we'll do the rest at the end. Okay. Okay. Gotta go the next. Oh. Hurry up. Everybody, is this still recording? Yep. Hi guys. Okay. Common questions about our products. So for the business side, so these are just some questions that are common questions that we get with our products. Is it expensive? Again, everybody wants to know what it costs. Will it work for me? Is it FDA approved and is it safe? So go ahead. Is it expensive? Really, honestly, it depends on who you ask, because sometimes we have people that have tried lots of really other expensive things, which I have, that see this and go, wow, that's really cheap. And some people think it's very expensive. I know personally for me, before Plexus, I told you, I had no energy. I couldn't even stay awake when I got home. I was going to Starbucks at least once a day, most of the time twice a day. I was drinking coffee at work. After a week on Plexus, I didn't need it anymore. Just like Becca said, like just not willingly gave it up, but just didn't need the caffeine. So that alone, my day, you know, one trip a day to Starbucks saved me well over what I paid for Plexus. You don't have to raise your hand, but who's on a medication that costs you money every single month? Husband's off, you don't have to raise your hand. Thank you. And it's also 14 medications. Thank God for VA, because I can't imagine how much money we would have been spending on all of those. And somebody on our team, she has been able to take her son off of $200 a month ADHD medication that she no longer needs for them. So like, yeah, medications. What's a gym membership? Who's paying for a gym membership that doesn't make them skinny? They keep paying every single month. It doesn't make you skinny. Hey, I use my membership. I know. I use it. But seriously, I mean, the point. Oh yeah, you buy the really good food. You know, your great plans of making chicken and all this stuff at the beginning of the week, and you get home and you're like, I'm just stopping at one week because I'm so tired. No way am I cooking, right? Okay. So really, if you know. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. If what is Plexus worth to you? What is your health worth to you? Is really the better question. It's not how, you know, I can't afford this, but how can I afford this? So go ahead. This is that again, same thing we're talking about the vices. Yep, there we go. That was actually my drink. Go back. Go back. Yeah. Looks like a caramel macchiato. That's what I know. We're good now? Yep. Is it safe? The short answer for me is yeah. Plexus products are safe, the most natural way to lose weight. But again, if you're on any medications, if you have any health concerns, you just want to double check. Take them to your doctor. Take the ingredients to your doctor. Don't go say, hey, is Plexus okay? Because most of them probably haven't heard of it. But definitely take the ingredients list to your doctor and have them take a look at it. I've heard ranges of answers from, yeah, that's just some vitamin water. Won't hurt you. Usually that's what they say. There's nothing in it that'll help, but there's nothing that'll hurt. Well, thank you, but the millions of testimonies I've read, you know, I'll take my chances. Anyway, go ahead. Is it FDA approved? Who's ever taken a multivitamin off the shelf or those emergency things? I used to drink those all the time. Who's gotten anything from Walgreens, Target, pharmacy area? Yep. Multivitamin. No one else has taken a multivitamin ever in their life. Have you taken a Flintstone vitamin? Have you given your kids a Flintstone vitamin? Yeah. None of those are FDA approved. The FDA is the Food and Drug Administration. Health supplements are not a food, nor are they a drug. That's probably a really good thing because doctors would probably, or insurance companies would probably charge you, well, big pharmacies, they charge a heck of a lot more than what we're charging for Plexus Slim. So it's a good thing. And things that FDA approves, like, you know, that cause cancer and oily discharge out of your rear end and all that stuff. I'm curious, like, oh my gosh, I was watching two commercials the other day in the gym. I couldn't hear them, but I could see them. For like fungus in your toe, I'm like, hello, Probio 5. But if you take this medication for the fungus in your toe, you could end up with death, depression. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good trade-off. Depression. And the FDA approved it. So I like that the FDA has no stay in here. Anyway, I thought there was one more. Maybe not. Did we hit all of them? Is it safe? Is it FDA approved? I think that's good. Okay, real quick, rank recognition. So. I'm going to go through the list. I want you to stand up. If you are an ambassador, if you just joined the company and you are an ambassador, would you please stand up? Not just join, but a few of you. You're really good. You get your product. Yep, just regular ambassador. Okay. If you are a senior ambassador, that means you have 2 people on your team. You're working for silver. Go ahead and stand up. That's okay. You can stand up. You all can be silver this month and get your $100 next month. If you are a silver ambassador, please stand up. That means they have 3 people on their team at least, and they got their $100 bonus. And go ahead and have a seat. And a lot of you are working on gold. So if you're a gold ambassador, please stand up. And this is for you, going gold last month. All right, senior gold. This is my mom and my mom can see. Okay. Any ruby? I don't think we have any rubies. Do we have any rubies? No. And two rubies, that's me. And emerald. Thought we would be next time. Okay.
So there's room.
There is room to grow. So, 2 years ago at convention, so remember I told you I went in May, right? So the year before that, there was 1 diamond ambassador on the stage, Sheila Medina. This last year in May, when I went to convention, there were over 30. Right now, there are over 40 diamond ambassadors, and the number is growing every day. So again, this compensation plan, they've made it so that you can progress. That people are doing this clearly, that it's not just a ton of people at the very bottom and like a few at the top. We've got tons of people at the top. There's room for growth. It's just amazing. All of us can do it. Yep. Amen. Next slide. These are our stats, which are amazing. We are actually, Plexus debuted. We had never been on this list before. We debuted this year on the Inc. 5000 list of the top fastest growing privately held companies in the U.S. We debuted at number 8. We had never been on the list before because of, I mean, we went from 2009 is when Plexus Slim was introduced at $280,000 in annual revenue up to 2013 when we were at $160 million in annual revenue. This year we've been over $30 million a month, and we're on track to projected to be a $1 billion company next year. So it's exciting stuff. Again, this is actually one of the questions I asked at the very first meeting I ever went to that the company sponsored. Are we a debt-free company? And we are totally debt-free. And from, what is he? Not the CEO, president, who's saying, and we've got a good little chunk of change in the bank there for any, expansion purposes and stuff like that. So it's really sound management. I mean, if you like, ambassadors, make sure you get to Plexus sponsored events and talk to the people that are making these decisions because they are truly amazing. They care about us, clearly. That's why they do all these amazing things. They've created this compensation plan to help us promote. Alec, I can never think of his last name, Clark, he was saying how the compensation plan, when they sit down and talk about numbers every month, he wants to know the number of ambassadors that are getting a check between $500 to $1,000 a month because that's who we want. That's life-changing money there. Like the couple thousand a month, the 86 grand a month, that's insane. But the bulk of the people that, like we said, $300 a month is going to change your life. It's going to help you get to your next paycheck. And, you're not going to have those extra worries. That's what he wants to focus on is those people. And that doesn't happen in a lot of other companies. I worked my butt off in other companies and never even broke even. So he wants to know that the bulk of our ambassadors are at least making $500 to $1,000 a month because they care. Yep, totally amazing. Next slide. Oh, yes, we're gonna do our last raffle. I know, right? We've got 3 more. Kenji. Amy? Mary? Amy? Amy! Chuck. Michelle. Michelle.
What's a pink bottle?
You want a bottle or you want? Okay. Audrey.
Yay!
Yay! I should have brought a ribbon for that. Sorry, it's not cute. It's not cute, but you get 3 days of Slim. That's all right.
You can fix your first drink.
Brent. Brent?
Okay,
Cool.
an extension of Brent.
Does he have any
Why-
pain?
Yeah.
Rub it on your eye. Oh yeah, the fast relief cream. It's really awesome for like joint pain and stuff, but I use it for headaches if I ever have one, which I rarely do anymore. But like, yeah, you can get little sample packets.
It's meant to be shellfish.
Oh yeah, and they shellfish.
After leg day.
Yeah, after leg day. It's flat. There is shellfish in the capsules and the cream, so if you have a shellfish. Okay, I think this is our last slide. All right, cool. So this is, since someone called me Vanna.
I did.
Who do you know?
Yep, who do you know in these states? Because all the states on this list are states that do not have a dual ambassador, which meaning there's no one emerald or above in these states. California is not on this list. However, we have one. We have one diamond ambassador. She's in Northern California, so that doesn't count.
Nope. Don't count.
We are so different.
We're different.
So
We're going to have one.
we will have one this month for sure. We should have two. Janelle and myself are positioned to go emerald this month, so then we'll have 3. But I mean, seriously, in a state of 38 million people, 33, 38 million people. When I joined in February or in January and February, I called customer service and asked how many ambassadors were in the state of California, and they called me back and said, we can only give you a guesstimate, but about 3,000.
What?
Yeah, 3,000 ambassadors
In California.
in California, and there's 38 million people. It's insane. Right place, right time. And again, all of these states are wide open, and there's states on here that are just like California where there's one person. So really, what I say is, your neighbor's going to find out about Plexus. They might as well find out about it from you. Right? You know, we are building this. It's going to be a household name. Someone else is going to build it, so you know, or someone's going to build it. So might as well be you. Yeah. Okay. So again, if you don't walk away with anything else, just believe in this company, believe in these products is what I want you to walk away with tonight. If you are considering joining and you want to stay and listen to Heather because she's got some wisdom to bestow upon us, feel free to hang out in your seat. If you have a guest and you're an ambassador, I'm just going to ask that you really quickly give your hugs and say goodbye, because we want to be respectful of everybody's time and get to hear Heather and not be super late because I have to travel in the morning.
All right. Real quick, I wanted to tell you how much we've lost in this room.
Oh, yeah.
303 pounds.
Wow.
At least 20 medications we're not taking anymore.
That's awesome.
And we lost 3 people.
Yep. 3 people. So if you are, you guys want to maybe just hang in your seat?
Shawnee,
Oh, Shawnee. Yeah. I know, I was going to pull up a couple people, but.
If we could just have one more, just a few more minutes of your time. When I went to my first, there's so many great ones. I went to my first opportunity of a lifetime meeting in Claremont, and I heard Shawnee speak, and she brought me to tears. And I would like for you guys to get to hear her story also, because I mean, just their Plexus products have touched so many different facets of people's health. And do you mind going on the spot?
Sure.
You sit right there.
I'm going to test you.
I can be long-winded.
There you go. There you go.
Right here. Am I good? Okay. So I can be long-winded, so I'll be really quick. Okay.
It's okay, we love it. Sorry.
Am I gonna cry again?
Okay, so long story short, beginning of the year, I went to look for an all-natural product for my husband because he's diabetic. Quick testimony about him: he was taking 3 injections a day. He is now down to 1 injection every other day, and his range is at 93 almost every day. He's around 93 to 100. So happy about that. Plexus is doing exactly what I wanted it to do for him. I started taking it, not really knowing that I needed it. I couldn't talk, like not talk. I had severe pain and inflammation in my throat due to something called Eagles syndrome, and I dealt with that for about 2 months, writing on my iPad to just kind of talk to my children because I couldn't use my voice. 2 days after taking Slim, I'm shaking. 2 days after taking Slim, and I was actually able to speak. Normally I wasn't I wasn't talking, I could barely swallow. I was on 3 different medications, including Vicodin and progesterone, because those are the only things that kind of, numbed the pain a little bit. I took Plexus for 2 days. On the 3rd day, I called the person who introduced me to Plexus, thank you, Nicole, and I joined because I could talk again. I could talk, there was no pain.
They had said it was surgery, the only option was surgery.
My only option is surgery. I still deal with it. Basically, there's a bone behind your ear if you touch that you can feel that protrudes out about 1 inch for the average person. Mine is protruding 2.5 inches into my throat. And so it's about that long and it's calcified. I haven't gone back to the doctor recently, but I would get sick. I'd have runny nose. I couldn't even, like sitting by the door tonight, I'd be completely congested with the cold and coughing and just bedridden tomorrow because my throat couldn't handle cold air. So I'm so grateful for Plexus.
I was gonna do like a quick, running out of time. Where did Amber go? Where is she? Amber's got an amazing. Can you do like a quick 30-second I know it's you can stand right there if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, my name's Amber. I started Plexus about 6 months ago after I had my daughter, day 3. I've had Crohn's disease for about 12 years. No one knows what that is, or someone doesn't know what that is. It's the inflammation of the colon. So I went from being super, super healthy, active, life of a party kind of person, to totally depressed. I gained 80 pounds on steroids. I couldn't eat anything. Trinda and I are almost right there with each other. I'm exact no veggies, no fruit. What am I supposed to eat? How am I supposed to survive? I have 2 kids, and so don't
I know
cry.
cry.
So absolutely no energy, just no will to live whatsoever. And the first month, I was okay, something's going on. 2nd month, and then before I knew it, I was okay, let's go. I hiked all summer. It was amazing. Before I couldn't have done that because I needed a restroom wherever I went. So it's completely changed my life. I've lost 25 pounds. I haven't been able to lose weight in 10 years just from medications and steroids. I'm not off my medication, but I went from injections twice. Stop, Stephanie. I went from injections every 2 weeks to I'm almost every 6 weeks on my injections now. So hoping to get off soon. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love Plexus. So.
My favorite part of your testimony though is that you would joke with your husband, telling him he better be healthy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Totally. Okay, no, that
tell that
me
part.
Cry.
That makes me cry.
So my husband's very healthy, very active, and I used to always tell him that he needs to stay like that because I don't know how long I'm going to be around for our kids. So that's not a concern of mine anymore. And she just actually asked me that just now. Do you think about that? And I'm no, because I'm going to be there. He may not. Today for the first time. Just to the thing. I'm really going.
No one's going to watch you.
I know, right?
Do you want to close us? Close in prayer. Okay. All right, we're just going to close in prayer.
Thank you guys, everybody, so much. Father God, we come to you so grateful, so thankful. Lord, I know that you care so deeply about each and every one of us here in this room so much, and you have given us these bodies that you want for us to use for your glory, and you want us to live an abundant life. And so many of us, Father, have lived a not abundant life, a robbed life, Lord. And I just really want to thank you for bringing Plexus into my life, bringing Plexus into so many people's lives, Lord. Thank you so much, Father, and I pray that you'll help us to go out from here tonight being inspired to better our own health and to share that there's a product out there, Father. Thank you so much, and thank you for every single person here today. It's in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you guys. Ambassadors that are going to stick around, just stay in your seat if you can. I'm sorry. If you maybe just stay, give your hugs. And if they have to leave, if you want to stick around, stick around.
And if you need the bathroom,
Yeah.
go through those
Okay,
doors.
we'll do 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes.
So get up, stretch your legs. You know, Whitney. Push through.
Right for her, it's right for me. I'm just teasing. I'm
This is a long line. For the bathroom? Okay, if you're still on, we have 1 minute and 40 seconds until we start the ambassador thing. Let's see who's still here. Diane's here. Heather, Joe. Hi, Joe. Lauren. Nicole, I brought a present for you, even though you didn't come. That's okay. Where are you, Nicole? Oh, you don't have your picture up. All right. 1 minute. We knew where Heather went.
There's a line for the bathroom.
I just want to see what this is.
You stay or you go? You go show?
No, I'm gonna stay. My daughter's already at school.
Oh, are you fine?
No, she's like,
Thank you.
I'm not there. She's at
Okay, there's a long line for the bathroom, but we're gonna start as soon as we can. I see you, Diane. Did you laugh at us? Hi, little friend. Okay.
What's up, girlie?
Who's talking?
Diane.
Diane! Where are you? There you are. Hello. Wait, no, that's not you. Uh-oh, that says it's time to go. All right. We're going to get started in just a second.
You know, all these Plexus Ambassadors in your water.
No, when I go to the school, I have to put like the camera can see him. Oh yeah. You know, when I go to the school, I have to like, where is the bathroom?
Right?
And why are they locked?
Yep. I'm going to see if I can stop recording and then start recording. Okay, ready? Ready for this?
No. I'm gonna talk with you guys. I was over there going, well, then they could write.
We'll just start recording again.
Did you see the line to the bathroom?
I know, something that's like, I'm trying to bring the line in.
Yeah. I'm not waiting for that. I can hold it.
You know why? Hold it for 30 minutes.
Well, while I have you guys here, thank you guys for coming to make this event so great. Becca and I did not know what we were doing, so we just kind of winged it. So I'm glad you're here because this is our first one.
You gotta jump in with both feet.
You're doing great. It was funny. It was one day we were talking on Facebook. We're like, when's the next opportunity meeting in Fontana? And they're like, I'm like, Becca's like, well, why don't we have one? I was like, well, okay. So here we are. So what is it? Happens that fast. So if you're thinking that you can't host one, trust me, you can. And then Stephanie will send you everything you need because you'll be like, I don't have this. You're like, okay, 1 second. So those of you online, if you think you can't host this, you can. It's really easy. And yeah. And then now we got a guest speaker.
I did my first meeting just by watching so many Dudley's videos. I just watched it and did exactly what she did.
So is anybody at work noticing and saying stuff?
I think sometimes they're afraid to say anything because they might think like we're gonna bug them. Yeah. Like, oh, here they come.
There's a Tupperware. I used to do that. So Michael, I know different schools I used to work at. Where are you Probably like that. Don't look at
Yeah, Terry's, I think. I mean, your name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, your mom, so you're my sister, and then
I think that's really great. Good for you. I started Rosemary at when I started.
We're gonna have
I'm not going to, but I'm thinking, okay, next summer, if I don't have that baby, I'm shooting a picture of it. Look at this. That used to be me, and that's what right there. I need a bill for space.
before I had
2 years ago.
That felt so good.
It's really, I don't just feel good.
She's never eaten vegetables.
She's never eaten vegetables in her life.
She started doing Plexus and she started noticing all this.
That's why she did it.
And I go, you're changing everything. I go, start off with potatoes. Everything tastes good with potatoes. I remember seeing her picture, like, I have vegetables in my house.
And you're going, so.
I didn't know what that meant. Now I know.
She's never eaten them.
So you're really doing the whole,
It's
mindful
just something
eating.
about it. It's not like it's like you don't think about it. It just happens.
Yeah.
On day 4, I did it for 2 days. On day 4, I went to Carl's Jr. because I'm hungry. But then I have to get from one place to another and eat something. I was hungry. I wanted like something healthy, like I had to drive through, right? So I did Carl's Jr., which on Friday, okay, it was Tuesday. On Friday, I went to that exact same Carl's Jr. and I got a little cheeseburger and onion rings because I love my onion rings. On Tuesday, went to that same place and wanted the chicken sandwich with nothing else. I walked in, it wasn't even like the drive-thru. I walked in and I smelled everything. I didn't want it. It wasn't, no, you can't have that. It wasn't, like, I explained it like I'm not fighting with my body anymore. I'm working with it. You know, working out 6 days a week and, you know, trying to be good, giving you shakes, and it's like a fight because you still wanted your bread, you still wanted your sugar. It's so different.
I've been trying to walk, but I just can't forget it.
Honestly, I don't think about drinking water. I want to drink water.
Yeah, you crave it.
Oh yeah, like I have it in my car. I start freaking out.
I used to walk in the morning with this water and the groceries during summer weekends. Now, I'm not doing it, and I tell myself like that, I'm not exercising yet. I go back and I look at my record, and oh gosh, it's crazy. I just got getting myself back there in the hallway.
I painted the house. I reorganized my cousin's house. I painted the books on the house.
It's amazing. Like, okay, I gotta get out and do something else. This is crazy. But you know, I'm just retired, so there's like decades of not paying attention to your what is in this drawer. You know? So, yeah, it's really nice. That was funny. I just realized when you you know what made me read it was I saw somebody put that
Okay, ladies that are on the computer, we're ready to start. Everybody's out of the bathroom.
She's all like,
You guys can go make your
this?
There you go.
Or spending time getting my food.
You know, do it. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Men in the room. So exciting. Okay. So everybody here is an ambassador, right? Sarah, naughty girl. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put you in timeout. What do you do for your second graders? What do they get?
They turn their cards and they owe me time.
You're gonna owe me time at dinner.
Shut your mouth.
Okay. That's my best friend, so I can talk to you like that. All right, so I'm super excited for those of us that are on my team and Janelle's team as a whole, and anybody else that's here that I don't know where you came from. I'm just happy for you guys to be here. It's all good because those pay points, right? When we all do good, everybody benefits. So it's all good. So I'm super excited to introduce Heather tonight. I actually met her couple months ago, she came to a networking meeting that I do. We've got some other grassroots ladies in here too, so I don't know if you know them. But she came and she did a quick little, kind of not quite a full what you normally do, I think, but anyway, a little training, and it was really awesome. And she said she had done a training for another Plexus group in Simi Valley. So yeah, big group. So she said she would be willing to come train us, and I'm super excited because she'll tell you all about what she's done, but she's just, she wrote a book for a reason.
I did.
So go ahead, Heather.
Hi, everybody. So, yeah, my name's Heather Pick, and I am a author and a speaker and a trainer for the direct sales network marketing industry and just professional growth industry in general. And I've got 11 and a half years into the direct sales industry. I grew a large team in party plans, so I did actually tote things around and throw my jewelry out with a sterling silver jewelry line. I fell into it by chance. My background is technically as an interior designer. I have a degree in interior design, and I was in that field for many years, working a lot with the Orange County home builders, and ended up moving to Denver. I had 3 children in 21 months. They are now 18, 18, and 19. Wow. So I was a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, I know. People go, how did you do that? No, I did have twins. And so we moved to Denver, and I opened up my own design business because I was like, I gotta work because these kids are making me crazy. I love them, but you know. So I had my design business going, got invited to a party. I would go to parties all the time to support my friends, you know, and like we were talking about earlier, oh my gosh, do I gotta go to another party? And so I almost wasn't gonna go to this one, and I went and loved the product. So I thought I'll just buy the kit, get in, get out, and I'm good to go. And I thought I'll just, you know, put out my business cards for my design at these parties that I would do so I could pay the kit off. And then I'd just be on my way, you know, in a month or two. And so I paid everything off in 5 events, and my husband thought I was a nut, my ex-husband now. Got rid of that. He thought I was kind of crazy, but then all of a sudden this thing took on a life of its own. And people started coming to me, what do you do? How do you do this? I want to do what you're doing. This looks like a lot of fun. And I'm like, I don't know how you do it, but I'll find out. And we'll go from there. So I started doing it, and it got to the point where I had these 3 little kids, and I'm running them to all their little activities. So those of you with children, you know how crazy that can be. And then I was doing my interior design work. I was remodeling a country club, and then I was doing the jewelry as well. So I said, oh my gosh, I can't do it all. What do I do? And my husband said, which one makes you more money and works you less? And it turned out to be the direct sales business. So I shelved everything else, finished it, and then next thing I know, this business took on a life of its own. More people started asking about it. They wanted to know more information. They wanted to start their own business. And so I just would literally back then, because it's almost 12 years, I didn't have anybody to train me. I would take CDs and pop them in my car, and I'd drive around town with the kids listening. And then when I go to their activities and they were practicing, I'd be writing notes and taking notes, you know. And so ended up just morphing this into a crazy business, and I built over $1 million sales team. I still have a lot of the girls with me to this day, making 6 figures, many, many years in the direct sales industry, 125 grand every year. Taking my ex-husband on all kinds of trips and paying for all my kids' activities and all that fun stuff. So I tell you all that not to brag, but for you to understand that this is a real business. All those numbers you guys were talking about, those are real. And I have friends that are doing this Plexus business. Actually, I take the product. I actually have an account. The level I'm at in the company that I'm still with does not allow me to grow another business because I'm under contract with them at that time. So at some point I may step out, I don't know. But my girlfriend that I grew up with in middle school, she came to me to one of the workshops that we do at Productive Learning, which is the company that I work with that does professional growth. And she walked in to do this workshop, and she comes up and she says, I want to be like you. She goes, I'm going to be like you someday in this business. And I was like, oh, and she goes, but I'm doing it with this product. And she flipped up this thing with Plexus. And I was like, what is it? And so she tells me, and I said, well, you know what, I'll help you. I said, whatever you need, I'll train you, and I want you to do as well as I have. So I've watched her just do some incredible, incredible things, and she's working her way on up. And so I got an account with her. My son takes the Plexus Slim. I do the bio, what do you call it? The bio, whatever, 5 or whatever. And I do the bio cleanse, the probiotic, and then the bio cleanse. Love it. And then tonight I'm like, oh, maybe I need to start drinking this pink drink too. And I've got it sitting on the kitchen counter, so you know I most likely will. So I ended up going back corporate because I ended up training a lot. I wrote several classes for the direct sales industry. with the company I was with and taught them at their national conferences in front of 3,000-4,000 people at a time. And I kept having people come up to me afterward, 2-3 years later, saying to me, oh my gosh, I took your class, all the principles I love, I use them, and my business is going great. And you don't know me, but thank you so much. So I was like, oh gosh, there must be something to this, you know? And so I thought, if all the people are saying that in my company, who else out there needs what I was talking about? Getting past obstacles, trying to get people to call you back, meeting people one-on-one. How do I get appointments, whether it's a one-on-one, 2 or 3 people together, if you're going to actually do a booking and an event party plan like I used to do. So I ended up getting more into the mindset, how our thought process works, because how many of you have signed somebody on, they are gung-ho, you think they're going to be your next rock star, and the next minute they're doing nothing. You know, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, we all can relate to that. So we would get super excited, and then they would do nothing, and then we'd go, well, what are we doing wrong? What did I do wrong? And and then you'd have people sign on, and they'd have their person come up, and then they go, oh, Heather, oh my gosh, I'm going to have this person, they're going to be my rock star. And then all of a sudden they would do nothing, and then they'd be all disappointed, and they're going, maybe this business isn't going to work for me. So I tried to get them to understand that you train everybody the same, bring everybody in the same, train them all the same, give them a great foundation for whatever your company gives you to train people with. And guess what? The people that want it, they're going to be the cream of the crop. They're going to rise to the top, and the others will just kind of either stay lower, which is fine, or they'll go away. And you know what? You work with the ones that want to work. Okay? And so I had another analogy from another trainer that I used to work with years ago. She said it's kind of like having eagles and ducks. You're going to get your eagles, and there's going to be few and far between of those. Like I always would say, if I had 10 of me, I'd be retired, you know. But a lot of ducks can give you a lot of good income and make a really solid team. So don't discount those people that also are not going to be doing a ton either. If they're consistent over time, that's okay. You can still be a duck, you know, and make your $300 a month. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but most households that are suffering every single month, they're one paycheck usually away from financial disaster, and it's usually between $300 to $600. That's all. $300 to $600 will make or break a family, and if they can do that buying your product and signing up a couple people, that's really going to help them health-wise. I mean, you are giving them a gold mine, really. So I tell you that kind of story. So how I got into this was it's all about the mindset, because we can go into our business all gung-ho. We can think we're going to do the best ever. We've got all these action steps to take. But then all of a sudden we stop, or they stop and they don't take them. Why is that? And it's usually because it starts up here first in our thought process, okay? So that's what I want to talk to you about. Does your thinking limit your success? Or more importantly, how is it limiting our success, okay? Because we're going to come up with assumptions, stories, BS that we tell ourselves every single day, okay? And we do it all the time. And then it holds us back. And we end up, instead of wanting to pick up the phone and talk to somebody, walk up to somebody in, you know, a store or the bank or whatever, instead of introducing yourself and finding out what they're doing and telling your story, we would rather go scrub the toilet. It's honest. Honest to God, people would rather do that because they're fearful. Somebody's going to think I'm pushy. Oh, my product's too expensive. I'm going to just, you know, not even tell them about it. Oh, there's all these other companies that sell what we sell, and there's too many reps around me. You know what? I don't care how many dang reps are around you. That's the biggest false thing that you can ever imagine. That 3,000 reps that you guys were talking about in California, first of all, that is nothing, okay, in a state of 38 million. But more importantly, people would say to me all the time, how many reps are around you, Heather, that are selling the jewelry? And I would say, I have reps surrounding me because they're all mine. I went out there and I talked to everybody, okay? But they're all around me. I'm surrounded by them. But guess what? My calendar's always full. Why? Because I'm out there talking to people and I'm building rapport. And the people that you build rapport with, they want to shop with you and be with you time and time again. So you have to remember that. You may have all these reps that are around you, but don't let that intimidate you. Because guess what? They may just be buying the product just to have it for themselves, or they may just be telling about it periodically. Not everybody's out there building a business, okay? So don't worry about what's around you. Just get out there and talk to people. Build rapport. People want to work with people they like and people they can trust, okay? So that's kind of my thing about that. So I want to get us started really quickly in this because I know it's getting kind of late and I know you all want to get home. And I got to catch a plane at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So does your thinking limit your success? We're going to start first with what I call a game, okay? So I'm going to ask you guys a question, and when I do, I'm going to have you formulate the answer in your mind. Don't yell it out, and then I'm going to survey you and have you guys give me some answers, okay? All right, so here we go. Usually I'll do a PowerPoint, but I decided because we were already kind of running late, we'll just quickly do this stuff. All right, so which of these following numbers are the most unique or different? Okay. Which of the following numbers are the most unique or different? Just kind of look at it, see what you think. All right, so I'm going to ask you, how many of you feel it's this? Okay, why is that?
Because you only have to rely on one.
Okay.
There's nobody else there.
Okay, just a low number. All right, who else? I know there was other hands. Don't be shy. Yes.
Well, it's only one digit.
Okay, only one digit. What else?
Yes. Kind of what you said. Everything is multiple, but it starts with one.
Yeah, and it's a lone standing number. Yeah, exactly. All right. Anybody else for that? Yes.
It has the least amount of letters.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yes.
The power of one.
The power of one, or one is the loneliest number. You know?
Yeah.
So a lot of times somebody really young says that, and I'm like, that's Three Dog Night. How do you know that? You know? Anyhow, so all right, so we've got that one. How many feel it's this one that's the most unique or different? Yeah.
It's not too low and not too high.
Not too low. Okay. And I have a lot of people always say it's got that stigma, the bad stigma, you know, oh, 13, you know, it's a bad day. And it's funny because one of the girls that I work with, her parents were both born on Friday the 13th. So she thinks it's a great number. So, you know, it's the perception that we have, okay? And then how about this? How many feel this is the most unique or different? Yes, why?
Just because it has the dash and
Exactly, 2 words, okay? Anybody else? Anything different?
30, and then it's also one.
I like that. Somebody said the other day when I did one, they go, nobody celebrates 31. You know, I'm like, it's true, we don't have a 31 birthday, right? So I have to tell you, you're all correct, okay? There is no right or wrong answer. They all can be unique or different. We can make a case for all of them. However, this is a brain teaser, because remember, I want you to get thinking. And tonight I am going to poke you a little bit. I might make you feel uncomfortable, but when I do it, it's going to be out of love, okay? Because I want you to see where your thinking goes, okay? So this is a brain teaser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you the same question, but in a little bit of a different way. And then I want to see if you can come up with a different answer. Sound good? Okay. So which of these following 6 numbers is the most unique or different? Or how about this? Out of these 6 numbers, which one is the even number? 2. Gotcha. All right. So we all saw it like this, yeah? Okay. Everything to the right is what we choose from. Everything to the left is the bullet point. Gotcha. I told you it's a brain teaser. So why do we look at it like that? Where do we get that from? Why do we want to look at it like that? Yeah. Yeah. And how far back?
Elementary.
Oh yeah. 5 years old, maybe 6. Yeah, 7. So that's a rule. Okay, that's a rule that we're given. Over time, we use that rule time and time again. And there are other rules that we get given to us from the time we're a child all the way up to now. And many, many times the rules do apply, but sometimes they don't. Okay. However, in this rule, it wasn't applied now because I changed the rule on you. But yet here we are in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, still using the same rule in the same way, and maybe it didn't apply. Does that make sense? So a perfect example I'll use for you, because this is a business. Let's say that you're going to go to a networking opportunity. You're going to go somewhere to find new customers, people that you want to expose your business and your product to. And so you know who your customers are. You know what they look like. You know what they sound like. You know how they act. You know who they hang around with. You just got that persona. You know who your people are. So you walk into the event and you look to this side of the room and you go, you know what? Here's my people over here. I want to go talk to those people. They look like they would want my product. Okay. And you look over to this side and there's a couple people in there that you think might, you know, be it. But you're like, yeah, you know, I feel more comfortable over here. So you head over here. Okay. However, maybe this Mr. Number 2, this guy that you didn't see, maybe he's over here on this side of the room and he's in with that other crowd, but yet he's the top person that would be buying your product, okay, or service. And maybe he has a ton of friends how you can kind of jump out of it so that you can start seeing the opportunities that are in front of you, okay?